Cheryl Rodgers. Cheryl is a spiritual leader at Unity Kitchener, is a compassionate and visionary leader dedicated to nurturing a welcoming and inclusive community with a warm and compassionate approach. She inspires individuals on their personal, I can attest to that, and spiritual journey through insightful teachings, supportive care, and a commitment to unity and growth. Her leadership reflects her deep belief in the power of community and the transformative potential of embracing one's inner light. Cheryl is a teacher, a student, and a loving friend. Thank you, Cheryl.
Well, but not yet. Yeah, just remind me to record. But before we do, I just wanted to, first of all, just taking a breath and to say how wonderful the One Power song was. It's so in line with my talk. And divine order, today's daily word, like, oh my goodness. Unfortunately, now you know where my mind was when I was trying to fix everything. Certainly wasn't in divine order, but I did go and sit down. I took a breath, I closed my eyes, and I did a few affirmations, and here I am. I do want to apologize to everybody, and I just want to explain quickly. The reason is that last week we had one computer, and this week we tried with you two. And of course, as you know, it always works before we come online. And unfortunately, when we did, it didn't. So these are wonderful learning opportunities. This is where I'm definitely a student, and I think we can all learn from it. So I know that it can be discombobulating for the facilitator, and I will do better next time. It is a new system, yes. Okay, so now let me find, first of all, I'm going to stop sharing. And I am going to record. I can't find it. That's what I was looking for. Oh, there we go. Okay. So record will be down here. And did you know that Zoom changed some things this week as well? Yeah. See, Tracy's nodding her head. She knows that too. Okay. So today I want to invite us into a question that is both simple and deeply profound. What do we mean when we say God, or spirit, or source, or the divine? This morning we're going to explore together the ideas about God we may have grown up with and perhaps even outgrown, an invitation to experience the sacred in a new way, and a space where we can gently reimagine and rediscover what this presence means to us now and how we in new thought perceive it. So let me ask you, when you hear the word God, what comes to mind? Just take a moment and think about that. When you hear the word God, what comes to mind? Is it an image, a feeling, a memory from childhood, love, fear, comfort, or maybe uncertainty? For many of us, that word carries layers. Sometimes some of us even call it triggers, because the idea of God often came with a story, and it was a story we didn't consciously choose. It was shaped by our families, our cultures, our education, the environment we grew up in, religious, non-religious, atheist, agnostic. All of it forms our lens. Are you getting my drift? In many traditional teachings, God is imagined as something out there, an all-powerful being, watching, judging, rewarding, withholding, somewhere up there on a throne. And if we're honest, sometimes that version of God felt a little like a cosmic authority figure, keeping score, right? And I don't know about you, but that version of God doesn't always feel very comforting. Sometimes it feels like the divine is watching us the way we check our bank accounts, right? What did we deposit today? What did we withdraw? Who did we offend? And who were we kind to? You know, taking score. And what is our balance right now in our bank account? So consciously or unconsciously, we begin to live in relationship with the idea. But what if that idea was never the truth of the infinite? For me, I struggled with the word God for many years, a long, long time. Through books, teachings, and life experiences, I came to feel that this presence is ultimately indescribable, incomprehensible, beyond form, beyond gender. Not a he, not a she, not a being sitting somewhere making decisions for us. And yet I realized something important. It wasn't the word God that was the issue. It was the meaning that I had given it. When I first came to Unity, one of the things that touched me deeply was when the minister spoke about God, she said, call it whatever resonates with you, the divine, spirit, energy, whatever resonates. And that openness, that inclusivity is what kept me coming back. New thought doesn't ask us to reject our past understanding. It invites us to expand it, to deepen it, to move beyond inherited beliefs into lived awareness. As Charles Fulmore wrote, God is not a big man residing in the sky. God is the invisible, intangible, but very real presence that is everywhere present. Let that land for a moment. God is not somewhere, but everywhere. Not separate, but the very essence of life itself, which means the divine is not absent from our lives. Ever. It can never be absent. Even in the moments when we feel lost, even in the moments of doubt, even in those moments when you open the fridge, close it and open it again, hoping something new has appeared. Put up your hand if you've ever done that. Presence is still there. At the heart of Unity teaching is something beautifully simple. God is love. Not sometimes, not conditionally, not based on behavior, but as principle, unchanging, constant, whole. Not the love most of us have learned love in those human ways. We're speaking about something much deeper. A love that is constant, unconditional, and again, unchanging. A love that doesn't measure us, doesn't judge us, or keep score. A love that doesn't withdraw when we have a difficult time or feel like we've fallen short. This is a love that simply is. A presence that holds us in wholeness, sees beyond our human experience, and remains steady no matter what. It's not something we earn. It's something we are already held within. and in truth, something that we are expressions of. As Myrtle Fulmore, co-founder of Unity, expressed, God is life, love, substance, intelligence. God is all good, and God is everywhere present. In Unity, when we say God is all good, and this took me a while to actually understand, we're not suggesting that everything that happens in life feels good or makes sense in the moment. Rather, we're pointing at a deeper truth that is core of all existence. There is a presence that is wholly good, consistently life-affirming, and always orientated toward wholeness. This goodness isn't something that comes and goes or something that is given to some and withheld from others. It is constant, steady, and available to all. Even in the midst of challenge or uncertainty, this goodness remains as a quiet undercurrent, as a possibility, as a guiding intelligence. It is not outside of us deciding our circumstances. It is within us, inviting us to see, to align, and to participate in a greater unfolding of life, love, and healing. So if the divine is love, it's not measuring your worth. It is not keeping score, as I said, and it's not waiting for you to get it right. It simply is. And sometimes the most powerful spiritual practice is allowing yourself to believe that. Here's where unity becomes what some call radical. The presence we call God lives within you. It lives within me. It lives within all of us. That is what Jesus pointed to when he said, the kingdom of God is within you. God lives in us, and Jesus is a man who we love and respect the teachings of, and we interpret everything metaphysically. So sometimes we hear and think, really? Because my thoughts this morning didn't feel divine, and certainly not a little while ago. In fact, I even saw, my apologies. Yeah, so there is a difference between your thoughts and your true nature. Your thoughts may wander, your emotions may fluctuate, but the truth of you is still whole, still connected, still an expression of the divine. New thought invites us beyond belief into experience. The sacred is not something we simply believe in. It is something we experience and express. It is the fifth principle, living the truth we learn and know. T as a big letter T. If the divine is everywhere and within you, then it is expressing as you and through you. As creator, as intelligence, as a life unfolding, as God, whatever name you want to use that feels comfortable for you. That same intelligence that grows a seed into a tree, moves the tides, beats your heart, lives within you. So when we pray, we are not begging, we are not bargaining, we are aligning with love, aligning with truth, and aligning with what already is. So some of the things we can do to align with what already is before getting out of bed in the morning, think about something beautiful about something beautiful about waking up today. Something affirming that today is a new day and it's going to be great. In fact, it is great because gonna be makes it gonna be. So it is a new day and it is great. Through affirmative prayer, again, trusting that wisdom of the divine guiding my life, the wisdom of the divine within me and all around me guiding my life. See the difference when we say these things? So gratitude for everyone, I think, is a big thing. When I go to bed at night, I lie in bed before I practice my meditation to go to sleep, because I have to really try and get my mind blank. Otherwise, I'm thinking about a million things. I think about, what am I grateful for today? What things can I pull out of today that I am grateful for? So the divine is presence, the essence of all life. It is both within us and beyond us, and our awareness shapes how we experience it. Love is the fundamental nature of reality, and we are never separate from it. Love is another word for God. So let us take a few minutes now just to go into a gentle meditation to experience this directly. I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable, to take in a deep breath and let it out. And again, just loosen your shoulders, loosen whatever tension you're feeling in your body. If you feel comfortable, again, taking a slow, conscious breath and let the body soften. Bring your awareness inward. There's a presence here, quiet, steady, alive, not outside of you, but within you. Let's take a few moments to rest in that awareness. Silently affirm, I am in the divine, and the divine is in me. I am in the divine, and the divine is in me. I am in the divine, and the divine is in me. Allow that to expand. There's nothing to fix, nothing to become, only to remember. And gently, when you are ready, bring your awareness back into the space that you are in, the physical room, physical space. So today, we are invited to reimagine God. God as creator, as source, as infinite intelligence, as love itself. Not distant, but intimate. Not outside of us, but within us. Not something we are trying to reach or find, but something we are learning to recognize. As Ernest Holmes wrote, there is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. And I want you to think about putting any word that feels comfortable for you. For me, I actually believe that God is energy vibrating at different frequencies. So I could say, there is one life. That life is energy. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. It works with any word you use. And the truth is, we have never been separate from the one power, one presence everywhere. Life is perfect. Oh, that life is my life now. I'm back there. Let's affirm together, I am one with love. I am one with love. I am one with life. I am one with the divine. I am one with the divine. Let us just breathe that in. And I invite you during the week just to become aware of what comes up for you when you hear the word God. And is it true for you? And if it's not, consider and contemplate what is and make it that. Because as we know, we give the words meaning. We give our words meaning to us. And to everybody else, it may be something different. So thank you for joining me and for being here today. And I love, honor, respect, and appreciate you. Well recorded.